Hello everybody, this is Oliver from Neo, and today we are going to do a special thing. We are testing filtered versus unfiltered water. So for this I brought with me here just some hot water, 65 degrees of unfiltered water, and what I have is I made also some water which is filtered, and I wanted to see how the different water affects, or is there any effect of filtered versus unfiltered water if I brew the same tea with the same temperature. So for this I brought with me also the two Kyusu, dark clay Kyusus, and today we are using the Sasahime, so a Sasahime Gyokuro, which is Okomidori and Samidori Gyokuro from Mr. Sakamoto, an organic tea which is coming from the region of Kagoshima, or close to Kagoshima, exactly from Shibushi. So we just use 5 grams of this beautiful tea, and we're gonna do this tea for 2 minutes. So on the right, so on this side here, my right hand, your left, I will do the unfiltered, and here I will do the filtered water. Just see that we take the same amount of water. Good. Perfect. So often what you will realize when you are going to Japan and you're coming home from your trip, or you have been in a place where very good water, very fine water is used, then there is a taste difference, and often it is very simple that you have good quality water. You often only need a filter, something which is purifying the water or taking the minerals out, because often when there's too much minerals, or there can also be a little bit heavier water, which has more kind of a little bit of clay inside as well, so slightly more heavy and more mineralized water. It really can affect the tea, and this is what I wanted to have a look at with this brewing. Good, so let's try to get out all of the water, and now let's have a look at it. So already here, what you can see is that here's a slight different color. Can also come from a slight different brewing, but what we can see is there's already a slight difference. So it seems a little bit that the unfiltered or the filtered water seems to have a little bit more of a smoother kind of brewing, while here you have a little bit more of a yellowish color. So let's have a look. So first, unfiltered water. So I have a nice sweetness, a little bit of a creamier note. The water seems nicely dense. Then there's a little bit of the umami coming out now. So the umami is developing little by little. It's a good tea, very smooth, sweet, with not a too much or too strong umami note. Now let's go to the filtered one. Oh wow. So what I realized now comparing the unfiltered versus the filtered water is that actually it is smooth, round, sweet, but kind of they're missing a little bit these fine tones of the tea, this a little bit more complex tones, while I have this much more here. So here when I drink this tea, it's a fine tea, it's smooth, it's round, it's showing a little bit of umami, but here you have a light sweetness, very light sweetness, smoothness, then have a little bit more of a nutty flavor. So what it does actually, due to the fact that it is more mineralized, it really kind of gives a little bit of a filter on it, that the development of the taste in your palate is much less intense. So there are much less different notes as well to the tea. So the tea gets a little bit more boring. It seems a little bit like when you play the trumpet, when you have the filter on it, there's still the sound, it still can sound very beautiful, but still when you have the full-fledged trumpet, it's much nicer to listen to it. This is like the first anecdote which popped into my mind when I was comparing now these two teas. It's like there's a filter on this, like a little filter on it, and it doesn't develop, it doesn't evolve so much in your palate. So big difference is really in the nuances of the taste. So you have much more of the complexity of the nuances of the tea here. So very interesting comparison of the unfiltered versus the filtered water. So finally, verdict is, if you want to have the full complexity of the tea, you should go for unfiltered water. You can do it with filtered water. You can do it with the unfiltered one. You can try it, you can drink it, there's no issue, but it just takes out a lot of the taste, and especially the small taste nuances which you have with filtered water. So this is it. Thanks a lot for watching. I wish you guys a great day, and if you ever have a question, don't hesitate to ask me. Drink organic, drink pure, and bye bye.